Hey cuties, so this is another episode of the series of my video on how to write the letter to your parents. So in the first video I did an outline and told you guys after you write the outline to number them all by importance. Also, I didn't mention this, but all this information is also going to be on my blog, so I'll leave the link below, and you can find the link on my actual channel page, so you can find my blog and all the information on how I went about writing the letter. I did do a little research online on how to write the letter, but you know, it's very individualized. It's very individualized. Sorry, my dog was moving. It's very individualized, so video, or well, not a video, but what's it called, when you read it online it only gives you a few ideas, so every scenario is different. And let me just give a little disclaimer that you need to feel out your environment and feel out your scenario. If you know that your parents are super strict and super religious and you still want their help or support, but you know they're not going to give it to you, and you're not, I guess, financially stable, or you don't have the means to take care of yourself but on your own, then I suggest that you don't go through the process of telling them. I mean, you can, but it's your call. But like with everything, you just need to kind of, I guess, for lack of better words, pick your battles and just know when's the right time for you to actually tell your parents. I mean, like if I was 16 and my parents were like super crazy, like anti-gay, anti-transgender, anti-everything, and they were like strictly like super, I don't know, I don't want to say super Christian, because that, like, even if you are super Christian, you might be open-minded. So just like they were really anti, I guess, LGBTQ, I think. Uh, then I probably wouldn't tell them, because I know I'd probably get kicked out and I wouldn't have a place to live, and I'd be trying to survive on my own. So my suggestion is, if you can and you still want to proceed with like transgendering or changing from male to female, what I would suggest is that you actually do the simple stuff, the stuff that they might not notice right off the bat. So for example, your laser, in your room you could practice on your voice. um, let's see, I wouldn't say to start hormones, because you don't know, obviously there's changes that are going to occur, and at some point they're going to notice, and then you're going to be in a lot of trouble with them, and you might get kicked out, and I don't want that for you guys. But yeah, just start off small, start with the stuff that you can do at home, and then you can, I guess, if you can find a part-time job or a job, you can save up money in order to in order to, like, when the point comes to tell them, you'll be able to say, oh, if they kick me out, it's okay, because I have this cushion of money that I can use to survive for a little bit or whatever. um, Again, I'm not saying that's the way to go, but you just feel it out and you just know what's okay and what's not okay, what they're going to accept, what they're not going to accept. For the most part, most people know how their parents are, and most people kind of have an idea of how their parents are going to react to certain scenarios and situations, or things that they explain to them. So you know what you're getting into, and you know how your parents are. So just make the right decision, or the wisest decision, not necessarily the right decision, but the wisest decision. And in this whole transitioning process, um, patience is really a virtue, and you really do need a lot of patience. Certain things you just can't do. I mean, I can't just get a breast augmentation right now, and if I were to get it right now, eventually the doctor would have to go back in and resize it, because I'd have breast development between now and now and the final portion of my breast developing, which could be 2 to 5 years or something like that. So he'd have to go back in and make them look better again. So again, be patient with this whole process. It is quite lengthy and it's quite a lot, so just have patience with it. And it's a journey, and no journey is easy, especially the really hard ones, obviously. So no journey in life is easy, and nothing you want in life is gonna come easy. So just some food for thought. But with that said and done, let me read my first letter. It wasn't finished, so but this is pretty much what I had and what I thought of or whatnot. So, dear mom, where do I start? Well, for what feels like a lifetime, I felt like things for me haven't synced up mentally and physically. That being said, let me just come out and say it. I'm transgendered. Before you go analyzing everything, I want you to know I love you, and regardless how you feel about it, I will always love you. And I want you to be in my life. Growing up, I always identified with female. Remember when I was younger, I would always gravitate to girl toys. One time, Robert's my brother, so that you guys know, Robert and I even lied about getting a birthday present for one of his classmates in Mexico. If you don't know, I used to live in Mexico, and I should probably do a video about a bio, but that will be later, so sorry for all the interruptions. In order for me to get a Barbie, when you found out you decided to give it away, I was so mad that I cut the doll's hair. Um, Also, my 7th birthday, I had a Beauty and the Beast themed party, which isn't a typical theme for a boy. Throughout the years, masculine things have never caught my attention. I've always gravitated to the feminine things. I didn't like doing typical boy things. I love you. I love you greatly, and in no way is this your fault. Also, when you took me to the priest to I think this is it. To As a kid, I wasn't able to to yeah, that was as far as I got. So yeah, that's as far as I got. But so that I don't leave you guys hanging, you might be wondering why do you go to a priest? Okay, my parents are Catholic, and they feel like the church can fix most things, or talking to a priest can help you go the right way. So usually when a problem like this comes up, like when I came out as gay, I went to go see a Catholic counselor, and when I came out as obviously transgendered, like the first time before I said, haha, just kidding, it's not really happening, she took me to the priest so he could talk to me. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if, I guess, if there's a lot of questions that I guess you guys might have about this, like maybe my background, why was I in Mexico? So I'll make a video, like a proper bio video explaining everything. Um, and then also, I guess you guys might wonder also about my experience with the priest. So I'll also make a video about that. I guess the priest video, I'll just make it part of this series. So it'll be, I guess I'll make it the next one, and then after that I'll read you guys. The video after that will be the actual letter I plan to read to my parents. So I guess that's pretty much it. I hope all of you have a great week. I will see you guys soon. Bye. Take care. Oh, before I forget, oh my god, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share if you dare, and as always, have a great week. Bye, guys.